will be emerging on top to fight off against the Titans RRQ on the Grand Finals round. This is the best of 3 that we've looked for, and now we shall begin with Animage right down below here. Taking a little bit too much as Uranus, but look at all 4 members of EVOS. They are right now just forcing their way up the mid lane.
Yeah, again, EVOS kind of understands what they have to do, especially if they lose their buffs early on. So they want to make sure they have lane priority here. Anti-Mage might be the first to wreck solo kills. Anti-Mage already with the first mistake of the game coming in from ONIC Esports. That should never happen, especially at a time like this, because that means they for sure know that EVOS will not, that ONIC will not go for these invades, and that just means that EVOS will hit their level 2s with no contestation whatsoever, and arguably it might give the green light for EVOS to kind of like be a little bit more aggressive with their Abyssal Arrows.
Yeah, and I really felt like it was really untimely. He should have been able to actually handle the situation well enough by himself, but look at what we have here. Udil has been setting up pretty well for the side of ONIC, but here comes some invasion. Ooh. Oh, throws Rassi at the back. This might just be one more kill for EVOS, but they will have a little bit more freedom with Sasa guarding their back.
Yeah, just the early game composition from EVOS is doing pretty well so far with a solo kill down on the bot side. However, here, Bajan, what's very important to notice is the emblems that some of them have taken. You can see that Rek, he wants to go into the off lane because of that high-end drive. But if we're looking onto the side of Bajan here, Pull Yourself Together is a very strong spell, especially if you're looking to playmate, because it does reduce the cooldowns of those battle spells. And here we go, Rassi is going to be the next to get flicked into the backline. CW tries his best with the Death Sonata to kind of be like, disengage, come on boys, let's try and make something happen, but it just isn't enough right now.
Yeah, I'm just loving how Bajan is actually playing this early game. He knows that he can still pick him up. Like, they've already forced out a lot of all these utilities coming in from that particular player for sure, and you know, you can purify it once, you can't purify it twice. So now what Anti-Mage can possibly do is actually hold on towards some proxy towards the bottom side, but I'm looking at ONIC not really having much responses to some engages of EVOS Legends.
I mean, for now, EVOS Legends, they're very, very happy with their position, you know? Oh no, Anti-Mage, hopefully he doesn't die one more time. Looks like Anti-Mage is going to get chunked up, but he shouldn't die here. He should be able, he's already got 3 stacks. He's able to heal up a little bit more, and he also used the ultimate as well. So he's going to be A-okay. So as I was saying, EVOS's game plan is very much going pretty much to plan at this point in time. 4 minutes into the game, very nicely done. However, things are going to start turning into ONIC's favor very, very soon once they start hitting their first couple of items here.
Yeah, and of course, with this turtle takedown, you should be actually
the steal!
Luminaire! How did that even go through?
The timing. Oh, that's so unlucky. That's so unlucky for ONIC. They even had priority over the turtle as well. They knew they weren't going to get contested, and yet EVOS took it away.
And that's via Flame Shot. Rex going to go in for the flicker as CW gets caught up with 4 members. Make that 3 members of EVOS there right in front of his face. And now EVOS is going to be opening up the bottom lane tower. And that will be that first blood turret that they've been looking for quite some time.
Yeah, and now that they've broken it, this means that, you know, Rek probably going to rotate towards the top side of the map just to kind of like force out a lot of the spells. Udil, you can't be standing there. Looks like the DK is going to get flicked back with the ejector, the secure kill by Rexy. There's nothing they can do. Even Sasa, he's trying to take away the buff, but they don't even get that. But John takes it away with the smart missiles. Flicker going up and pushing him with the ejector, getting the stun and securing another kill. This is the best early game that EVOS could have imagined.
This is what I was talking about, the 2 extremes for ONIC Esports, and they can't really find that opening against EVOS at all. And hence, now they're putting themselves into Plan C, not even Plan A, not Plan B. They are just playing especially passive at this sort of moment, and they can't really do much at all. Like, did they expect the turtle steal? No. Did they expect so much invades from EVOS? Maybe, but can they stop them? Absolutely not.
Absolutely. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. ONIC still hasn't completed their first items, and jungle items are strong for some of them. However, it is gonna slow them down from getting those core items. EVOS Legends, on the other hand, this is going great. They just want to put their foot on the gas and just keep on going. Nobody cares about the speed limit anymore.
Yeah, but of course they can't really hit any brick walls for now. But John's gonna be racing against Anti-Mage. Not much that can be actually done here, but of course he's got the luxury of the tower, and with EVOS already pouncing on this turtle, this is definitely going to be even more goal advantages given to them. So as we stand, 5,000 gold is now currently the lead for EVOS Legends.
Yeah. Oh, the Holy Baptism was so close. And the stun actually landing on the correct target. CW actually goes down. Granger dies instantaneously the moment Selena pounces on top. Looks like Rexy is getting some great angles overall, and Rex is just making sure that this Uranus is not doing his job at all. Anti-Mage here really trying to hold the lane, but he is at the brick wall after that first solo kill.
Yeah, I'm just looking at how Rex is just controlling the top side. Like, he doesn't really allow Anti-Mage to do any sort of spin push, but here comes another flip, and that's a middle kill coming in for Selena, and they should have batted away.
Oh my goodness. I feel like Jawhead, as of right now, usually if you're playing the support role, you want to just be a little tanky and be a CC bot all day. At this point, he's like, we're so far ahead. I can build an endless battle. I can build a Blade of Heptases, and maybe even a Blade of Despair, because he's doing a lot of damage as of right now. And if they pull up the items, I'm sure he probably has started to build one of the components. Oh no, Luminaire's in a lot of trouble, taking quite a bit of damage from the Destinata. The backside is all gonna get pulled back, but John, he did chunk out Rassi quite a bit. Anti-Mage there quite a bit. However, it isn't enough to kind of say, hey, we should pull the trigger here for EVOS Legends, because they don't want to give up their lead.
Yeah, they look like they did have a chance to actually secure at least one kill. Like, things are looking crisp and clear for the side of EVOS for now. Like, the backup was perfect, so that they will be able to actually sustain all the time, especially Luminaire. They can always go for the kill.
But John, he tried his best. He got right in the middle, but the time journey is enough to stop him. But Bajan is just so strong. The Smart Missile is cutting down Rassi. He goes down. Anti-Mage goes to the back line. Juan is getting chunked out very hard here. The Destinata was just enough to kind of cut down that back line. ONIC is going to take this around and take 4 kills in response. You really wanted that kill, Bajan? Was that worth it?
Not worth it at all. Too greedy of a dive, and they paid that price. Now it's only Rek left. Let's have a look in towards the replay. They went in for Rassi, and yes, they did get the kill on towards the Grok, but at what cost? Anti-Mage just dove right onto every single one of these members of EVOS, and wow. They did not expect that sort of damage at all.
Yeah, but still, EVOS is in the lead by 5k. Let's look at the items here. Oh, it looks like, yeah, a lot of the base damages for Bajan is just sheer power of will. He only has built an Athena shield. He doesn't have any of these damage items, which I technically would have preferred a little bit more, but it doesn't scale so well later into the game. EVOS going to take their time with this now. They got to be a little bit more careful after getting wiped out. Even though they do have four more structures than ONIC Esports, they still don't want that comeback potential, from ONIC.
I'm looking at how they actually played that one so well. They timed their fight, and Rek is getting stuck in between, forced the flicker, and yeah, good catch for the side of ONIC, but Anti-Mage is just holding on for dear life. He knows what's coming, and he needs a little bit more help. The DK is trying to actually reach towards him, but it's really dangerous to actually cut in towards the jungle, so Voodoo will be able to make it out step by step while EVOS takes that buff away.
Personally, I would have preferred EVOS to especially for John, to position himself a little bit more aggressively instead of hiding by the red buff bush. He could have gone a little more. Oh no, Anti-Mage! He walks up too far and disrespected Juan with a red buff. You never want to do that.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, he was there for too long. He could have just recall and give it away. When we're looking at Bajan going for the flip as well. Rassi is just in between. They're racing in for Sasa, but they won't be able to actually get him right through. But EVOS now, of course, will be able to control the tempo of the game. Only the tier 3s are left at this point for ONIC Esports. Esports.
And we've seen ONIC in this position before, right? You know, they want to be able to clear the waves as much as they can. Yes, it is a little bit of a, quite a bit of a gold lead. However, they can still come back. They just need to hold on a little bit longer.
Yeah, of course, fun fact, although they were having some struggles during the Season 5 regular season, they still managed to make it to playoffs almost every single time of each season.
Wow, the consistency. I have to, you know, that's very respectable.
Yeah, very, very respectable indeed, and that's why they are a staple name in the Indonesian esports.
Okay, now, EVOS here is just waiting for Lord. ONIC on the other side can't really walk out of their base here. And Bajan is just, you know, gatekeeping. He's standing very close by towards the bottom side of the map just to make sure that ONIC Esports don't try to do some, you know, hanky-panky business here to try to steal away a buff or maybe even take away the Lord with a flame shot using Diggy.
That's right, and I think right now they just really need to actually mind their steps wherever they go. They can still actually find a way to actually get close to Lord, but we're seeing a 1v1. Animate dropping low, but you know, a lot of all these spells have already been utilized coming in from Rec, but EVOS has already started Lord, and they definitely have so much space here to actually secure. But here comes Rassi though. Rassi, can he actually do this right now?
Oh no, they all turn on top of him. He tried to steal it away, but I think he just gave his life up there. EVOS had a really good defense. They had a very nice perimeter. And now Rekt kind of having some trouble against Anti-Mage, but there's just no way for Anti-Mage to actually catch him here. Rekt trying to hit him with the third hit. Jacundo gets the way of the dragon, but Anti-Mage trying to pop his ultimate on top of the help. With the help of Udil, manages to come out. But this is such a good fight for EVOS to take. The Holy Baptism lands on 2. They secure the kill. One more on top of the Abyssal Arrow, securing a kill again. 2 for nothing. Very big ultimates coming in from ONIC, the Death Sonata,
Beautiful.
the Consecration on top of the Time Journey. The moment those 3 were done, EVOS just flipped the switch. All right,
yeah.
all the conditions are here. Let's fight.
And they're going to fight once more. They're going to be having that wall charge over on the side of Rassi to actually escape. And we saw the flicker coming from 1 when that Holy Baptism just hits right through. Now, there's only going to be one more trouble for ONIC Esports to deal with, which is the Lord right down below, while the Cho will try to open up top side.
They're going to break all the inhibitors here, and I think this is looking to be a very good game for EVOS right now, with only one big mistake over all the Time Journey being popped. Rexy goes a little too ham. He ends up dying to the Death Sonata, and now the rest of the team blows. The Holy Baptism absolutely whiffs. Anti-Mage is moving on to the backside. Sasa is in a lot of trouble. He goes down as Rassi, he's trying to buy some time to get rid of that freaking Lord, and now Diggy is the next to fall. Rekt gets a kill onto Anti-Mage, and they have done it. Game 1 goes to EVOS Legends.
One game up, and they have done it so well. It seems like there's no response from ONIC other than that one team fight being won with that dive, and EVOS Legends